Welcome back to our channel Stoicism, tell me. Welcome to Stoic Monarch, where we explore how to become the best version of ourselves through the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. In today's video, we'll be diving into a crucial topic for every man striving to be of high value. We're going to uncover the 12 things a high-value man should never do with a woman. These insights will help you maintain your strength, independence, and build relationships grounded in mutual respect. If you're ready to avoid the mistakes many make and preserve your powerful persona, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Our goal for this video is to reach 1,000 likes, so if you find this content helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. In the silent, unyielding chambers of our mind, where virtue battles vice, we confront a truth. To be a man of value is to master oneself. It is not the applause of others, nor the fleeting allure of passion that determines our worth. Instead, it is our ability to govern ourselves that sets us apart. Let us together explore what a high-value man, guided by Stoic principles, should never do when faced with the trials of relationships with women. Never sacrifice your values. A high-value man stands firm in his principles, no matter how strong the temptation to compromise may be. In Stoicism, living according to your values is the foundation of strength and character. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This serves as a powerful reminder that integrity must guide your actions. When a man compromises his values to please others, he risks losing his sense of self. It's easy to get caught up in trying to impress someone, especially in relationships. But a high-value man knows that validation from others is fleeting. True respect comes from standing by what you believe, even when it's difficult. It's the ability to say no when everyone else says yes, and to stay true to your inner compass. Compromising on core values for the sake of acceptance can lead to resentment and dissatisfaction in the long run. While relationships are built on understanding and compromise, there are limits to what a high-value man should sacrifice. Boundaries define his sense of self-respect. When a man remains loyal to his principles, it radiates confidence, and others are more likely to respect him for it. Ultimately, the key is self-reliance. As Stoics taught, only you can control your mind and actions. Everything else is external. Never lose sight of your inner values, as they are the true markers of strength and personal worth. 2. Never seek validation from her. Stoicism teaches us that true validation must come from within, not from external sources. A high-value man understands that his worth is not determined by the approval of others, including women. Seeking validation externally, especially in relationships, can lead to insecurity and dependence. Instead, a Stoic man focuses on self-growth and the development of his own character. He recognizes that relying on someone else's approval to feel worthy will only weaken his sense of self. As Stoicism emphasizes, the only control we truly have is over our own thoughts and actions. A high-value man doesn't need constant reassurance from a woman to feel secure. His confidence comes from his inner understanding of who he is and what he stands for. This self-reliance is key to building strong, healthy relationships because it removes the pressure of seeking validation. When a man is content with himself, he is free from the emotional instability that comes with constantly seeking approval. Focus on your own growth, and the right people will naturally be drawn to you without the need for constant affirmation. 3. Never neglect your purpose for her. Your purpose and mission in life should always be your primary focus. In Stoicism, personal fulfillment and achieving your goals are central to living a virtuous life. As Seneca wisely stated, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult." This highlights the importance of courage and persistence in the pursuit of your ambitions. Often people allow challenges or distractions, especially in relationships, to pull them away from their goals. A high-value man, however, stays committed to his path, refusing to lose sight of his purpose. Relationships are important, but they should not overshadow your life's mission. It's easy to become consumed by the emotional aspects of a relationship, but a stoic man understands the need for balance. He doesn't allow fleeting distractions or external pressures to deter him from what truly matters. Staying focused on your goals requires discipline, and it's this discipline that sets a high-value man apart. Remember, maintaining your purpose is not only vital for personal success, but also for fostering healthy, meaningful relationships that align with your values. 4. Never react emotionally to manipulation. A high-value man remains calm and composed. Even in situations where emotions are running high. In Stoicism, emotional control is a key virtue, as it allows a person to act with clarity and wisdom. Epicus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is a reminder that while we cannot control the actions of others, we can always control our responses. A high-value man does not let a woman's words or actions manipulate his emotions when faced with conflict or provocation. Reacting impulsively can lead to regret and the loss of control. Instead, a stoic man takes a step back, analyzes the situation, and responds with reason and composure. He understands that emotional outbursts weaken his position and cloud his judgment. By staying grounded and focused on logic, he maintains his dignity and avoids being swayed by external forces. This emotional resilience not only strengthens his character, but also earns him respect from others, as it shows he is not easily shaken by the actions of those around him. 5. Never prioritize her over your well-being. Sacrificing your well-being for the sake of a real relationship will inevitably lead to resentment and weakness. In Stoicism, maintaining balance and self-care is crucial to living a virtuous life. When you prioritize someone else's needs over your own consistently, you begin to erode your sense of self-worth. Relationships built on self-sacrifice at the expense of your own well-being are unsustainable and can cause internal conflict. Remember, you can only be your best self for others if you are first taking care of yourself. This doesn't mean being selfish, but rather understanding that your own mental, emotional, and physical health are the foundations of a healthy relationship. Self-respect must always come before pleasing others. When you hold strong to your boundaries and care for yourself, you're in a better position to offer genuine support and love without losing who you are. A high-value man understands that maintaining his own well-being is essential not only for his own life, but for the strength of his relationships. 6. Never allow her to disrespect you. A high-value man never tolerates disrespect. Understanding that his dignity and self-worth are non-negotiable boundaries are essential in maintaining self-respect. And a stoic man knows when it's time to walk away from situations or relationships that compromise his values. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." This reflects the Stoic belief that true strength lies not in retaliation, but in maintaining your own moral character. Allowing disrespect into your life diminishes your self-respect and invites further harm. When you tolerate disrespect, you signal to others that it's acceptable to treat you poorly. Instead, a high-value man holds firm boundaries, understanding that by demanding respect, he strengthens his own character and the relationships he chooses to maintain. Walking away from those who disrespect you isn't a sign of weakness, it's an assertion of your own value. Don't lower yourself by engaging in toxic behavior or allowing others to devalue you. A high-value man upholds his principles and demands respect in return. 7. Never be overly attached. Attachment creates suffering, as the Stoics warn, because it ties our happiness to external factors beyond our control. A high-value man practices detachment, recognizing that nothing in life is permanent and that people will come and go. This mindset helps him avoid unnecessary suffering when relationships or situations change in Stoicism. Emotional independence is key to maintaining inner peace and stability. Epictetus poignantly reminded us of life's fleeting nature when he said, "You are a little soul carrying a corpse." This stark statement serves as a reminder that everything we experience in life is temporary, including our relationships. By cultivating inner strength and focusing on what is within our control, our own thoughts, actions, and reactions, a Stoic man ensures that he remains resilient in the face of change. A high-value man does not become overly dependent on someone else's presence for his sense of fulfillment or happiness. He understands that true strength comes from within, and that by maintaining a healthy level of detachment, he protects himself from the emotional turmoil that often accompanies attachment practicing. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting relationships, but rather engaging with them from a place of self-reliance, where your sense of worth is not tied to anyone else's presence or approval. 8. Never engage in drama. Drama is a waste of energy and a high value. Man avoids it at all costs in the Stoic philosophy. Emotional disturbances are seen as distractions from living a virtuous and fulfilling life. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to focus on what we can control, and drama falls far outside of that control. Engaging in unnecessary conflict or emotional turbulence only serves to pull us away from our goals and inner peace. A high-value man understands that drama is a distraction from the clarity and steadiness of mind that Stoicism promotes. Instead of getting caught up in arguments or trivial conflicts, he maintains his composure and keeps his focus on what truly matters. Refusing to get involved in needless drama protects his energy and mental well-being, allowing him to direct his attention toward more meaningful pursuits. Peace of mind is essential for a Stoic, and avoiding drama ensures that he remains grounded and centered in the face of external challenges. 9. Never chase her attention. As the saying goes, what belongs to you will find you. A high-value man understands this principle deeply. He doesn't chase after what he desires. Instead, he attracts it through his presence and character. This mindset allows him to approach relationships with confidence and authenticity, avoiding the pitfalls of desperation, constantly seeking. A woman's attention can lead to insecurity and unhealthy dynamics. A high-value man remains grounded and self-assured, knowing that true attraction comes from being genuine and confident in himself. He recognizes that his worth is not defined by external validation, but by his actions and how he lives his life. By letting his actions speak for themselves, he naturally draws others to him. He cultivates qualities that are attractive, such as integrity, kindness, and resilience. Without the need to chase or prove himself in doing so, he creates an environment where meaningful connections can flourish, built on mutual respect and genuine interest. Ultimately, a high-value man knows that what is meant for him will come in due time, so he focuses on becoming the best version of himself. 10. Never allow your emotions to control you in relationships. Emotions can often run high, creating intense situations that challenge our composure. However, a Stoic man remains steady and composed, understanding the importance of emotional regulation. As Epictetus wisely stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This highlights that true freedom comes from self-mastery and emotional control. A high-value man knows the significance of keeping his emotions in check. He understands that allowing himself to be governed by anger, jealousy, or neediness can lead to destructive outcomes, both for himself and for his relationships. Instead of reacting impulsively, he takes a step back to assess his feelings and responses, ensuring that his actions align with his values by practicing emotional resilience. A Stoic man fosters healthier interactions and creates a stable environment for himself and others. This approach not only enhances his own well-being, but also earns him respect and admiration from those around him. Ultimately, mastering one's emotions is a hallmark of strength and maturity, allowing for deeper and more meaningful connections in relationships. 11. Never overcommit to please her. Committing beyond your limits to please someone else is a significant mistake. A high-value man recognizes his priorities and remains steadfast in his decisions. He understands that compromising his values or stretching himself too thin for someone else's approval ultimately leads to resentment and burnout. It's crucial not to let anyone guilt-trip you into doing things that don't align with your values or capacity. A high-value man communicates his boundaries clearly, knowing that true respect in relationships comes from mutual understanding. He prioritizes self-care and remains aware of his own needs, ensuring that he does not overextend himself in ways that compromise his integrity or well-being. By standing firm in his commitments and recognizing his limits, he fosters healthier relationships built on honesty and respect. A high-value man understands that it's better to say no when necessary than to agree out of obligation. This strength not only enhances his own life, but also sets a positive example for others, encouraging them to value their own boundaries as well. 12. Never forget your own worth. At the end of the day, a high-value man knows his own worth. He understands that self-value is not contingent on the opinions or actions of others. It's essential not to allow anyone to make you feel lesser or unworthy. The IICs firmly believed in the inherent strength of the individual, emphasizing that true power comes from within. As Sina wisely stated, most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. This principle serves as a reminder that your value is intrinsic and should never be dictated by external validation. A high-value man cultivates self-awareness and self-respect, ensuring that he stands firm in his beliefs and recognizes his own contributions to the world. By internalizing this understanding, he can navigate relationships and challenges with confidence and resilience. Ultimately, knowing your worth empowers you to engage in healthy, balanced relationships while fostering an environment where respect and appreciation thrive. A high-value man embodies this self-assuredness, setting a standard for how he wishes to be treated and inspiring others to recognize their own value. As well, being a high-value man in today's world means living by principles, standing firm in your values, and remaining emotionally grounded. By following these 12 rules, you embody the very essence of Stoic philosophy. Remember, strength doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from mastering yourself. Stay focused, stay strong, and as always, practice the art of Stoicism. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Stoic Monarch for more insights into Stoic philosophy.